Alright, let's talk a little bit about the Game Awards that happened last night. First of all, one of the things that happened that was interesting to me was Splatoon got the award for Best Multiplayer Game, and apparently today we found out that it also got the Best Award for Best Shooter. There was a mistake on stage where they said it won Best Multiplayer and it also won the award for Best Multiplayer. Weird. What they meant to say is that it also won the award for Best Shooter, which is really cool because it beat out the usual suspects for that category. And I'm glad it got it because it's a really, really fun game. Speaking of Nintendo, they also got the Best Family Game with Super Mario Maker. They also did a bit of a tribute for Iwata, which the first part of the tribute was kind of weird because it was a really simple slideshow, but then they had Reggie come on and give a speech. And that speech that he gave was like really, really good. Reggie has always been a great speaker. And then they had a performance by Ben Harper, which I haven't really heard of before, but the song was nice. They also gave the Industry Icon Award this year to Westwood Studios, which if you're not aware, they basically invented the RTS genre. Now I haven't really played many RTSs, I've really only played Command & Conquer Red Alert, which Westwood Studios did make, but they talked about how Westwood and Blizzard had a sort of rivalry during the 90s. It seems like the Industry Icon Awards are going to be going to those studios that pretty much defined a genre. Last year it went to Sierra, which basically defined the point-and-click genre, and this year it was for Westwood Studios that defined RTS, and next year it might be some other genre, so that's what I'm gonna guess for next year. Now one really interesting thing that happened was the fact that Kojima could not make it to the Game Awards show. Metal Gear Solid 5 won Best Action Adventure, but he couldn't be there to accept the award, because Konami was preventing him from going. Jeff Keighley explained to the audience why he couldn't be there, and the audience actually booed Konami. So if Konami was hated before, they're a lot more hated now, and have lost the respect of a lot of their audience. Really, the only way they can redeem themselves now is if they get rid of the people making these stupid decisions. Until then, Konami's not going to be liked for a long time. So other than those happenings, there were a few announcements. There was a little teaser for a Batman Telltale game, which I like the Telltale games. I really liked the Walking Dead game. So a Batman Telltale game sounds pretty cool. They also showed a trailer for Far Cry Primal, which I had no idea was in development. Maybe I just haven't been keeping up with video games like I once did. But I enjoyed playing Far Cry 3, I haven't played the other ones. But Far Cry Primal looks right up my alley. But probably the biggest announcement was the fact that there's going to be a Psychonauts 2. Well, not that there's going to be one, but the fact that there's a Kickstarter for one right now. Which I'm really hesitant to give towards, even though I do really like Psychonauts. It's because of Double Fine's past experiences with handling money. With the first game they had kickstarted, they had way over what they were asking for, but still went over budget, and that's really bad money management. And it took them a lot longer to put out the game, and not in one part, in two parts. There was also that whole debacle with the space-based game, so even though I would really love to see another Psychonauts, I'm very hesitant of actually backing this or telling anybody to back this. I know it's probably going to get its goal, but I'm just concerned about when or if it will actually come out. But other than that, there was also supposed to be a big surprise at the end, and it turns out it was just new music from deadmau5, which to be honest, kinda sucked. I've never listened to deadmau5, but if that's what he sounds like, why is he popular? Seriously, there are a lot of other electronic artists that are much better. I don't know, maybe I just don't get that kind of music. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about the Game Awards. The Witcher 3 got Game of the Year, which I haven't played. I haven't actually played any of the nominees for Game of the Year. Not even Mario Maker, I don't have that yet. Oh, and another thing, Undertale was nominated for 3 different categories, but it didn't get any of them, which is disappointing. But Toby Fox said on Twitter that he's more thankful for the people who've played this game more than any award, so there's that. So what did you think of the Game Awards? Tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take it.